So I started dance when I went to the primary school. My mom take me to the dance classes.
Started watching films, tap films and old black and white.
Modern jazz.
It was either dancing or poetry, so
with folk dance. So I was in the kindergarten.
And my mom thought, oh wow, good skill. So she just called the teacher.
Control over my emotions. And inside the box there was a tutu.
Because I wanted to try ballet.
About musicality class and something like this. So yes, when I started to dance, it was when I was 3 years old. A lot. I mean, yeah, a lot, because I wrote my bachelor paper now in June about the origin of dance, why us humans started to dance. I also looked at animals, how they dance, and how we can match it with our human, why we dance. And I also had dance history in my university and in my high school also.
I think I know the basic of the history of the dance and some anatomic aspects and all of that, because when I did the bachelor we had theoretical classes. I have a problem like idolizing companies and stuff. It's more about specific works than like a full company, because I don't know, just it's more about each work rather than like a full company. But probably something that's more collaborative with music and acting and dance all merged together, probably. More imaginative than just moving.
I don't know a lot about the knowledge of dance. I mean, the history and anatomy and things like this.
I don't want to talk about this because dancing is something different. You can dance either if you have knowledge about dancing or not. I think everyone can dance and use his own body in the way that he wants without a knowledge or something like this.
But I believe that dance is based on the physicality, so without it I can dance. For example, my brother, he doesn't dance at all, but when he's drunk, he's the best dancer I have ever saw in my life. So I think the knowledge is not necessary for this.
It was choreographed by Tino Segal, and it was, I think it's called Untitled, and it's from 2000, and it was just him performing for half an hour a naked solo.
Deviate because they connect theater and physicality on the stage.
Speak low if you speak love.
Celui qui tombe, just because it was another universe and I saw people flying and I saw people risking a lot.
Most important for me it was Guy and Ronnie piece. I don't remember the title. It was something like the Wonderland. I don't know, but it's the choreographer from Netherlands, I think.
I see the movie Blush from Ultima Vez. It was so cool. It was when I started really doing contemporary for real, and I saw it, and then it was just really cool in the way they put the videos together and everything. So
I think every choreographer needs to say something to me, and I didn't find this thing yet.
One of my favorite companies is Peeping Tom, because they create a really cool imagetic in the choreographies they do, and they combine really, really well, in my opinion, music, theater and dance and performance, and the using of really normal actions and the way they transform it to something really metaphysical or not the usual ordinary life. So they go a bit to the fantasy world in normal situations.
Rosas Sans Rosas from Anna Teresa de Keersmaker. I really, really, really love her style of moving. It's so feminine. I love repetition, yet it's so grounded and badass. It's an amazing piece, Rosas Sans Rosas.
So all of these things touched me in a way that opened some window that was not open before.
I don't know. I don't think about it. Yeah. But actually, maybe maybe because I'm from a different country and I talk differently. Maybe because sometimes I feel like they find the most basic things funny, and the most basic replies like, "What? Why did you say that?" or "How did you say that?"
I'm working on having the balls to apologize after, and I want to really listen to people more.
I think I'm really affecting other people.
So I think we all have a bubble that then meets other bubbles, and then so that creates something. So in order to influence the space around you, I think you need to go closer to another situation. And in that moment something happens, and then you start to influence the others, or they start to influence you. So it's, for me, it's when the limits are a bit broken, not broken, but when you push the limit a bit of you, or the other person pushes a bit more, then you create something, and then you start to influence the others. And the same with the surrounding, because I think if you are in the place, already your bubble is doing something in the space, and then the way you move or you interact in the space makes it change, always.
I think I'm a quite funny person. I don't know, yeah, I know I ask a lot from persons. I always need to have some confirmation from people around me, so that might annoy certain people. But I try to care. I care a lot for people, and I try to listen. And my friends know they can count on me, and I hope I have the same with them. So I try to be there for people.
My mood is swinging a lot, so I guess it can be sometimes hard for the people to be with me, and I'm trying my best to not affect people with my swinging, moody attitude or something like this.
I think that my presence here affects people in a good way, as they only smile and they are silent also.
Sometimes I think I'm invisible and that I'm like not having any influence on what's happening around me. But I know that that's not true, and like most of the time I think by being present and by putting in a constructive or positive energy, you can really guide, support a room and support a group and support people that are with you. And I think that by putting good energy in and not focused and not over the top and not completely closed, and energy that is not. I think that's a really positive thing, and I think that's something that I try to do a lot.
I like to play with the people, so if I'm playing, I think I'm affecting. Yeah. I hope it's not too much for the people. I'm wondering, because sometimes I'm not controlling so much. I like also to not be in control, because then I can surprise myself and it's really interesting. And then I play with the people, and then something interesting is happening.
If I feel safe and if I have an environment where I can feel that safe and explore, then I can really go over my borders and get better and really work on the things that are difficult for me.
It varies day by day. And who you're with as well. I guess it changes for each person. But you try to be quite solid and quite along the same line each day, because then it's easier and people don't ask so many questions. Sometimes it's easier to just keep the same vibe and presence.
You know these things that happen sometimes in horror movies, where someone opens the door and then it's a room full of mirrors, and you see loads of yourself, and there's another person talking to you, but you cannot see the person in the mirror, so you feel like, yeah, I feel that this is it.
Feeling of having the possibility of doing everything I can and I want.
There's so many possibilities of yourself, and still there is more behind it. So for me it's like this room of mirrors, and understanding that every mirror is a window.
To believe in imagination and creativity and lightness, because I think things get too deep and too unnecessarily dark and sad and dramatic. Sometimes it can just be.
I need other people to believe in me more than me believing in myself.
Simple.
I think you need to believe in yourself to get motivation to do anything.
I don't believe that because you scream and call people shit and don't give feedback and don't give positive validation, people will therefore get pushed to do more. At least for me, that really doesn't work. So for me, if I feel safe and if I have an environment where I can feel that safe and explore, then I can really go over my borders and get better and really work on the things that are difficult for me.
What is the most important, or why? I don't understand.
I believe in honest in myself.
It's very important to know what we want, and I think I'm trying to understand what I really want from life, and I'm realizing the thing that I need to change some things to live the life that I want to live, not the life that other people told me to live.
When you love yourself, or when you try to do it, so it's a relation with yourself that you need to build, in order to believe in what you are doing, which is what I'm trying to do now. And it's very important, yes. You need to believe in your soul, for me, in what is in your values, in your heart. Yeah.
I think it's part of me. Even if I want, I cannot stop. I try to stop. I try to stop a lot of times in my life because I didn't believe in myself, and also because of family, of the society and the surrounding area zone where I was living. Also like Polish mentality. So I didn't have like support, and I thought that maybe I don't have support because I'm not good, and I should like stop dreaming, because like there was a lot of voices from all the area where where all the people where I was living. So I tried to stop dancing many times.
Because I don't know how to do anything else. I have no other skills, nada, nothing. Dancing is the only thing that I know that I can support myself and earn some money from it. And I love it also. I get to travel a lot, I get to meet other people, and in the name of art and creation, I get to connect with people and human bodies in so many ways, and I can get away with it, kind of.
After high school, I didn't know what I can do in my life, and still I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to dance, and I'm not sure if I want to be a dancer. But for now I don't have any other thing to do, so I will keep with dancing until I find something else. I don't know.
It's a habit now for me.
It happened. It's life is telling me to do that, I think.
No escape.
For me, dance is love.
Once again, dance can be anything for me. Yeah, everything is dance. Just moving a pen is already a movement. It's for me, it's already dance. Yeah.
It's like the moving something. Maybe not only body, but moving the space, moving the other bodies, moving the energy with understanding what am I doing.
Dance for me means talking in a different way, communicate in a different way.
Dance for me is it's a question mark. I don't know. I don't know how to answer these questions.
Dance is control for me. It sounds really wrong, but because everything was happening so chaotic, back home and stuff, and I realized I have no control over anything. I could just walk out and fall down the stairs and I die, or whatever. But when I'm in the studio, it's super safe, and it's just me and my body driving my body to go. So I have absolute control in everything that I do, and I like it. It's me grabbing my sense of reality. I'm done.